What's going on, Taurus? And welcome to my channel, Alchemist. Justin here, and I hope you're having a fantastic week so far. So, for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, and shares. Your support really is just amazing, Taurus. And it keeps us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy How Yourself has brought you here. We're in for an amazing journey. Because it's General Energy Weekly Spread. I like that, Taurus. That felt a little groovy. I was with it. But with this weekly spread, whenever you happen to come across this video, there may be some messages in here for you. And just so you're all aware, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one, so take what resonates with you, leave the rest with me, and never force reading on a situation, okay? So with all that being said there, Taurus, let's jump into it. Feeling a little dramatic with the expressions there. And Taurus, your space has been cleansed. Crystals, feeling lovely. Just great energy all around here, Taurus. Now, I'm going to pull a few Oracle cards from this deck sidebar. There was a sale on Oracle decks and Tarot decks on this one side. I just happened to just stumble upon there. Some really serendipitous. But, yeah, I got some decks that I'm going to be unveiling here over the next couple months there, Taurus, so that's exciting. But I'll be getting a few from this one here, and then we will get some details with the Tarot. But before we jump into this thing, Taurus, these readings that I do, they're not gender-specific readings, so apply these energies to people as they make sense for your situations, okay? And in case if y'all were curious, all these decks that I'm using, I've included links to them down in the description box below, so definitely check that out if you're interested. But also down below are some links for some other readers that I like watching their tours, so definitely check them out. Very powerful insights I feel like they bring. Also, there's a link for an astrologer down there, which I'm thinking about adding another one as well. She's got some really, I like the way that she interprets the energies. So, yeah, I think I'm going to include her down there, too. And then I'm going to have some links for some apps. I'm thinking about adding some books down there, too, as well, Taurus. Yeah, there's that description box just lit, so definitely check that out. But let's go ahead and get to your first card here. Ooh, and look how strong you are, Taurus. You got the Dragon card here, which is a card of power and strength. And look at you, you mystical beast. I'm with it. And I feel with this energy, Taurus, we are getting to how this end of the year, the calendar year is getting ready to wrap up. You know, we have your ruler that's going to be entering Sagittarius on the 29th. So you are getting into this space, going from that intuitive, transformative energy of Scorpio. Now you're getting ready to get into that sort of that adventure-loving, higher mind-seeking, adventurous energy of Sagittarius. And so I feel this is a great energy for you to tap into your strength. You know, really just go with this sort of like use that fire energy that Venus will be taking on, and use that as a motivator for to really kind of welcome in this next this next year right there, Taurus. Because then you got Big Papa that's going to be going direct in your sign of Jupiter on the 30th, so that's dope. And then you have Mercury retrograde that's going to be wrapping up, and granted we'll still be in the shadow of the retrograde, but at least now there will be more forward motion with Mercury. So it's like that Mars is going to be entering Capricorn on the 4th. That's a strong place for Mars. I feel like it's like a runway that the universe is laying out there for us. So this could be you, Taurus. This is perched on your, what is this, mountain? Do dragons perch? It's fine. But this could be you, Taurus, really coming into your strength. And this is even giving me strength, but because obviously the strength, but it does too. There is this, I feel like, confidence that is coming through here. It's not like you're this flashy show of strength, but it's just like you walking in a new type of way there, just with a little more swagger in your step there, Taurus, and just really kind of open your mind up to new possibilities there. But let's get some tarot on this dragon. A little more details with that. Look at you, Taurus. Look at me, Taurus. Okay, let me. Oh, interesting. I like this, Taurus. Alright, so you have the Ace of Swords, the Ten of Wands, the Knight of Cups, which the Knight are kings in this deck, the Death card, the Moon card, and then the Sun card here, Taurus. And I like that little major arcana little transition there because I feel that, and right now, depending on when you're watching this, your ruler is still in Scorpio for a little while longer. So I feel this is something, while we're getting towards the tail end of that energy, reflect on the things that have been maybe weighing down on your Taurus that you've been needing to let go. There's this energy of, hold on, Taurus, it's like my computer is being funny. Hold on. Okay, yep. Good. Okay, so I say, because sometimes that'll mess up my mic too. But I feel like this is you kind of surrendering those things that are letting you go there that have maybe held power over you in the past. And it's like giving away that energy and journeying into something new, something, because I love this moon card in particular because this could be you, Taurus, this little scared beetle holding your sun. And I feel this is inviting you to journey into the unknown, to learn new things about yourself. See yourself with this different type of clarity here with the Ace of Swords. And then take that sunlight that you have there and really let it shine there, Taurus. Look how happy this card is. I like, the sun card always just brightens up a reading, but I feel this sun card really does it. This is I think, honestly, one of my favorite suns of the sun cards. But there's another one in a newer deck that I'm really kind of digging too. But yeah, this I feel like can be an energy, Taurus, of you just releasing any sort of old things that just sort of weighed you down, that had you and go to pursue, I feel like, your passions as well. And bring this sense of, because this crab here is supposed to represent the strength of the ocean there, Taurus, and the peacock here is supposed to represent the beauty and the brilliance of the ocean. And that's why I feel like you can bring this beauty, this brilliance. And yours is a sign that is, you are these builders, Taurus, these growers, this in tune with nature and just building your own security. And I feel like, especially with Jupiter kind of blessing your Taurus placements there, you are in a very abundant energy, until, and I mean, and granted, it's not this energy goes away after Jupiter leaves, but it does give you new access to things. Jupiter's going through and expanding your energy. And when you think too, once Venus moves into Sagittarius, the ruler, the dispositor of Sagittarius is Jupiter, so she'll be in a pretty decent harmony, I feel, with this energy as well, just expanding and then laying down this foundation here, Taurus. I like that. Yeah, I really like that, Taurus. That's I think that's all I have for that one. Okay, bam. Let's get another oracle on this, Taurus. Oh, all right. Look at you soaring high. Thank you. All these animals. Because you have the Hawk card here, Taurus. And this is a card of omens and messages. And I do feel with the omens, Taurus, because I feel like that it's something that when we feel that discomfort, that sense of pressure, that when the body feels off, I feel those are those omens, like it's letting you know that, like, hey, this discomfort is not going to get any better unless we alleviate the problem here, get down to the source of whatever this is, shine some light on some things, some illusions that we may be telling ourselves here, Taurus, because the moon card can be that energy of illusions, it's Pisces energy, and something that can be keep getting in the way of your Ace of Swords here, that clarity. And then find out what ways we need to transform from that. And I feel like it's those discomforts, when we don't feel. And I feel like, Taurus, because my sun sign's in Cancer, and Taurus in, I feel, Cancer do share that sense of that need of security, where yours is more on a tangible level, Cancer's is more on an emotional. But there is, I do feel we are sensitive to the energies in a way, just, and I feel like you understand that when that, like a little extra sensitive than most signs. And I feel like, you really, because even when you think too, Taurus, your sign is the divine counterpart to the high priestess, Cancer's ruler, the moon. And so you are an intuitive sign, being able to have such acute senses that you do. And that includes your sixth sense, Taurus. You not just your five, your sixth sense as well. But it's just learning about that, honing that, and investing in that, and letting it grow, and trusting where that intuitive insight and those messages are trying to lead you. Because ultimately, even through the challenges and things, Taurus, it's just trying to get you to that sunlight, so, and get you seeing things with that, like, because hawks, I mean, I imagine they have exceptional vision in seeing things from a different type of, from a different, I imagine dragons would need to have great vision too there, Taurus. But to see things from a higher perspective here, I see, I see and I feel with this hawk card here. But let's get some tarot on this. But, and that's interesting too, Taurus. I'm getting this kind of download here of being careful about flying too close to the sun. With this hawk card here, about telling ourselves, trying to convince ourselves, or like force the sunlight in a situation that it doesn't make sense. Like how this scarab beetle, I feel like when we're trying to make, like, our, let's say, our, because Pisces energy can be one of escapism, being Neptune ruled. And I feel when we try to escape and tell ourselves we're happy, or try to fake something here, that's when our sunlight becomes diminished there. So being careful about that. And like, like they're flying towards that false sunlight, in a sense, that's something that keeps you blinded. That's an interesting way for the sun to come through. But let's see what else is going on here, Taurus. Ooh, and I like this too. How interesting. Because you have the Nine of Wands, the Princess of Wands, the Eon card, which is the Judgment card, Pluto, the Scorpio's, well, one of Scorpio's rulers, and then the Magician here, which is Mercury energy. And look at you tapping into new tools there, Taurus, learning powerful skills of manifestation here. And I feel this Princess of Wands is, you being in this sort of, oh, I just learned it. Oh, it was one of my words of the day too. It was a nice word for beginner. I think it was neophyte. That sounds right. No matter, Taurus. But I do feel that this is one for you to. So you are coming into a fresher energy, kind of coming at things with this sort of playfulness that the Princess of Wands has. Be curious about your gifts. Like, I don't know. It's let's say let's say for example, if you're like a musician, and you got your jam, but then you learn something new about the guitar, is what's coming into my head. Maybe you learn a new trick, or being willing to just kind of journey outside of the norm here, Taurus. But I do feel that this, claiming this power and strength, listening to these messages, could lead to this really deep transformation here. This Eon card is a card of like rebirth, and even in a sense, like heeding the call with the Eon card. And are we listening to these messages here? Are we? And look at this, you got another card of strength here with the Nine of Wands being here. And so and that's even fascinating too, Taurus. Just even a little sidebar here. Even just like you got a court cards, aces, and majors. And I'm just even looking at your minor cards. Both of them are Sagittarius energy. This is both of them are Sagittarius energy. So I do feel too that there's a theme to that. Something that can really, I feel like you can really make the most out of this. Venus with your ruler getting ready to take on that Sagittarius energy in such a hard-working sign of Capricorn, which your Taurus placements form beneficial aspects with. They form trines, and that can really get things moving too. So be curious about yourself there, Taurus. You know, and be. I feel even to this Magus card is being inquisitive about these messages. Why are we getting these insights? What needs to change? And yeah, I like this, Taurus. All right. Oh, kind of covered up your eagle, or your eagle. Covered up your hawk there. Let's see. All right, Taurus. Let's get your last oracle card. You know, Taurus, with all this power and strength and stuff, this is really a great. We're in a great energy for that, for learning more about yourselves. Because I'm even getting some stuff in the mix here. I'm finally getting ready to get moving there because we got a big, especially during Aquarius season, which I'm gonna be doing the monthly readings for those in a couple of weeks. And yeah, we got a really busy week coming up in January, like right at the start of their birthday season. It's going to be a pretty lit one. So, yeah, something to, just get ready for there, Taurus. But let me get your, something to get ready for. And that's interesting. We'll talk about the future. And then you got the fear card here, Taurus. And that's fine, because that's to be, it happens, because when we're thinking about the unknown moon card, that can be a little unsettling at first because it's just like, how are we going to change? What curveballs will the universe possibly throw at us this time? But, and I even feel too, even just like how I've even said that, like approaching that could, or changing of how we approach that can be differently. Instead of anticipating doom and gloom, it can be, what ways am I going to grow this year, or this season? Or, how can I take these fears and turn them into strengths? That's what Emperor energy does. Takes those fears and lets that drive him, not let it oppress him. And I feel too, Taurus, that I feel like there's this, I feel like in order to face this fear, I even feel like for some there's a need to even just admit that that's something that you're feeling. Because I was going to say, it's not that you are afraid, and I feel like that's something too, being just kind of mindful about the words that we're even saying to ourselves. I know that could be a little much, but just even like, it's not saying like for example, like I'm afraid. It's more so that I'm feeling afraid, and then that leads to this question of why is that, as opposed to just I am this and just being that, and like even, excuse me, even like subconsciously or unconsciously just kind of embody that energy and to let that hinder your growth in a sense there, because it can be scary with what's getting ready to come up, what could potentially come up next and how that may translate. But Taurus, you had a lovely sun here. And that's even interesting too, because there's going to be this conjunction that's happening, depending on when you're watching this, it might be today, Taurus, when this is coming out. It's either today or tomorrow, the 23rd, where the sun is going to be conjunct Mercury. And we're going to be in an energy of, paying attention to any sort of like, it's forming a Kazemi, which is a real tight aspect. It's like, paying attention to messages from dreams, or maybe you hear a recommendation from a friend and it sparks something you've been thinking about and they had no idea, just one of those sort of like, what are the chances, coincidences, but there are no coincidences there, of course. Higher self is just real clever like that and just likes to, likes to sprinkle things, like be subtle with it. But yeah, let's get some tarot on this fear, Taurus, and let me get some clarifiers, wrap this reading up here. Because I even like how you're going in this progression here, Taurus, going from the moon to the sun to the Eon card, because that's 18, 19, and 20. You know, all we need is the world to end the cycle and get ready to start something up there. You know, start up something new. Get to that full energy. So, yeah. All right, Taurus. Let's get this last little bit here. Ah, there's Big Papa. Love that. So you got the fortune card here, Jupiter. You have the Seven of Cups, the Three of Cups, the Ace of Wands, the Seven of Wands, and then the Three of Disc here, Taurus. Let's switch back over. Because I feel with the Queen of Cups being here with this Seven of Cups energy, I feel when we give into that sense of fear and let it oppress us, Ten of Wands here, then things just start to slow down and your energies just get stagnant there, Taurus, and it gets kind of see, we froze there for a second. It gets a little frozen, a little, well, not in this case. It gets a little, oh, freezing again. Okay, it gets a little swampy there, Taurus, but and then I feel like that's how we get stuck and then not necessarily miss our abundance, but it's where we don't see the opportunities around us, or we limit because the Seven of Cups too can be this card of options, but it's tricky when you get, like, sometimes I feel with the Seven of Cups and the Moon card when they're out together, because that can be this sort of illusory type of energy. And I feel even just kind of saying that, sort of being mindful, I feel like aim high, but be practical and realistic about how we're going to accomplish that, just so that we don't set ourselves up for failure in a sense, you know, like, because again, I want you to dream big, Taurus, you know, but it's just like, is this something, like, how are we going to attain that in a sense, you know? It's one thing to want to, you know, be a dragon, you know, but it's just like, how are we gonna do that, you know, like, and again, I hope that makes sense, Taurus, because I feel that you are in an energy of where we can really start getting things to work there, and even there could be this energy of collaboration as well with this Three of Disc here, Taurus, and maybe there's, but I feel though, even as I'm saying that, being mindful of the people that you're in that you do find yourself in collaboration, because sometimes the fears that you might be feeling may be something that others have put on you, you know, and the Seven of Wands can be this card of protecting your energy, and the Queen of Cups too, she has to be mindful, because she is in this deck, you know, she's, oh, and I like this too, I just realized that you got the Knight and the Queen of Cups here, husband and wife here, but, and they are considering, when I was talking about powerful intuitives of the court cards, I'd say those two, when it comes to intuition, those two are top tier. But yeah, the Queen of Cups, she's impressionable to the energies of those around her, and I feel like if this fear has made this serene energies turned into a swamp, now it's time to fix that, Taurus. You know, plant the seed for change. Go towards this. Oh, look at that! As I'm talking about that, my candle's going out there. Time to end one candle and burn something brighter there, Taurus. I'm with it, and go get this Wheel of Fortune. What you afraid of? Fortune, fame? No, I'm kidding, Taurus. But yeah, I like this, Taurus. Very, very abundant. I'm with it. I do feel that once Jupiter goes direct, I think that it's gonna lighten up a lot of things too. So just something to get prepped for there, Taurus. But I think I'm gonna leave that there. But if you like that, Taurus, if anything resonated with you, give it a thumbs up and share this, Taurus, because I do feel that, you know, you do have more strength and power than you know, and you know, fears are false experiences appearing appearing real, and I like that little acronym for fear, because it is a lot of it is stuff. And granted, there are things that it's okay to like. There are some genuine concerns when it comes to certain things, but that's when we start weighing our options. If that doesn't seem like a safe route, okay, then let's try this from a different way. Get creative, get innovative, but don't try not to get stuck, Taurus. And then, yeah, subscribe there. You son, hit that bell button, get notified on these videos each week. And then last little bit there, Taurus, you got the lovely Queen of Cups here. But if you have any Cancer in your, she's a Cancer for me. But if you have any Cancer in your placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, come on over to the chariot and friends. I do videos Monday through Friday there. We discuss lunar shenanigans, even when they're Pisces. And all that housekeeping is down in the description box below. But let me get your surprise cards here. So I can get you out of here, Taurus. And you have the Five of Swords here. And this can be a card of feeling, defeated. And I feel this is for some, I feel like this is anticipating the defeat, though, before we even give it a try. Because we're going to, no matter what we try at, Taurus, there's going to be wins and there are going to be setbacks. Times where we fail, but those failures are not meant to just keep us down. It's like how there's this monkey here with the magician. It's like this energy of just kind of like harassing the magician because as he's manifesting. But it's not meant to just keep you down. It's meant to show you like, oh, I need to apply more strength here, or this is an energy that is not as stable. Let me shift my focus to that so I can get this thing more well-rounded. And I do feel too, when I was talking about the people that you're around, that because when you think about when you think about that, the Five of Swords, that's your ruler, Venus in Aquarius. And Aquarius is one that is about friendships and groups and things, and that collective fear and energy, that defeatist mentality, where we can be positive, that does drain you a little bit. Sometimes a lot of a bit. And so, yeah, just be mindful, doing things to, maybe staying out of certain, or being mindful of how we interact in certain conversations. I'll give you an example. There's some people that or even in the past, I don't even got to talk about anything current, even in the past where, you'll get I've noticed some people that I've worked with sometimes we'll get in this sort of like pattern where it's just sort of kind of like saying the same kind of thing, and where really there's still abundance around, but it's just like you can get in this sort of like lack mentality, and it's contagious, and I don't feel like it's coming from a malicious place. But even with this Hawk card here, this is the 11th card energy, that's Libra's card, the Justice card, and it's a card of cause and effect. And if things are causing you to get these doubts, then that's going to be the effect, is just not moving, staying stuck in a cycle, not moving on from them. You've got a lot of change, strong change here with this, in power too, because we even just thinking about that, Pluto's about power. Pluto's about the power. Scorpio's a very powerful sign, and it's just, you got there's this resilience that's coming through, and even possibly even a need to change our environments and things there, Taurus. However that might be looking. So, well, let me get your other oracle card here so I can get you out of here. Ha! That's dope. Because Taurus, look at that. We've moved on. And now you got the good fortune. So, abundance all over the place. And, I feel you are, Taurus, you are an abundance sign. But it's not just something I feel like that just falls into your lap, though. It is something that you do put in this work. It's like luck, I feel like it's not just something that happens. Luck is when you listen to the messages, when you just it gives me like a Queen of Pentacles type of energy, where people would say that she's lucky, and she's just like, no, I'm intuitive. I saw this and I responded in kind. I got a message, I felt this fear, and I turned it into excitement, because that means, oh, man, I might be taking a little bit of a risk, but watch my return, though. I like that, Taurus. And so, try not to be afraid of abundance. Because maybe whatever this transformation that we're going towards is going to lead towards more responsibility. We're going to need to ask a lot more of yourself and need to really kind of show up and show out and really be in your strength there. And sometimes you just want to kind of kick it in some sweatpants and not be bothered. But the universe has got bigger things for you, Taurus, and you can do that too. There's going to be time for downtime and chillaxing, but I do feel like the universe is like, yo, there's abundance to claim here. It's time for you to shine and really be in your power, be in your strength, and go spread the message around about all this abundance. So I'm with that, Taurus. I think I'm gonna leave that there. So you stay safe out there, you dragon, burning things up there, tearing it up. Yeah, I like this, Taurus. I feel like that's quite a shift because I did Libras earlier. Theirs was a very interesting energy. So I wasn't sure what yours was. I wasn't sure what the Empress had in store for you both, but I like where yours is going. You raise the vibration through the roof because this is what's up. You taking your thoughts and get into action to make them things, Taurus. I like these aces, and I will catch you on the next one. Later.